Dear students, welcome to the virtual class. How are you? I hope you all are staying at home and well. I am Mohammad Abul Kalam Azad, lecturer of Rajabari School and College. I am well too by the grace of the most merciful Allah. In this current situation, you should not go out because of COVID-19 coronavirus infection. We have already started virtual classes with the inspiration of our Honorable Principal Muhammad Tariqul Islam. I thank him a lot for making me interested in taking virtual classes. There is a proverb in English that time and tide waits for none. So don't waste your time. I hope you all stay home and stay connected with us in regular online classes. If you have difficulty understanding your classes, please let us know in the comments. I have already given some lectures on completing sentences. I hope you enjoyed them. Completing sentences in SSC examination is a simple and easy chapter. These completing sentences are 5 marks in English second paper. You can easily complete these incomplete sentences with a little practice at home. Let's come to today's discussion, completing sentence. Dear learners, look at this, use of unless. Now we will try to understand how to use unless in completing sentences. Okay. Use of unless. What is unless? We have to know at first. What is unless? Unless is a subordinate conjunction. Unless is a subordinate conjunction. Try to understand. I am delivering you very slowly and repeatedly so that you can be able to understand my speech easily. Okay. Look at this. What is the meaning of unless? The meaning of unless is if ... not, if ... not, or if something not. The meaning of unless is if something not. What is the Bengali meaning? The Bengali meaning is jodi ... na. Bengali meaning is jodi ... na. Okay. Now, by the unless clause, we will not use not because the unless clause is expressed in negative sense or negative expression. So we will not use any not or no in the unless clause. Okay? Look at this here. I have written a structure here. At first, unless plus first clause or first sentence plus comma plus a suitable clause. Look at this. Here, at the beginning of the sentence sits here unless. If unless sits at the beginning of the sentence, we will use between the two sentences a comma. Okay. Now we will write a suitable sentence or clause after this sentence. Okay. Unless you start at once, try to understand what is the meaning of the sentence. And then we will write a meaningful sentence or a suitable sentence. Okay. Unless you start at once, you will miss the train. Okay, now this sentence has been completed. Unless you start at once, you will miss the train. We have used between the two sentences a comma. Okay, bear in mind, if unless sits at the beginning of the sentence, between the two sentences, we will use a comma. Okay, if unless uses or use between the two sentences, we will not use any comma. Okay, next we will see the example. Now look at this second example. Unless you read attentively. Try to understand what is the meaning of this sentence. Unless you read attentively, then we will use a comma. Here unless plus first clause plus comma. So we use here a comma. Unless you read attentively, you will fail in the exam, or you will fail. Okay? Unless you read attentively, you will fail. We have used here a comma because at the beginning of the sentence unless sits. So we have used between the two sentences a comma. Look at this last one. Very easy. Try to understand. Come at 8 o'clock. Come. Try to understand the meaning. Come at 8 o'clock. Unless I phone you. Okay. Come at 8 o'clock unless I phone you. Here unless has been used to between the two sentences, and so we did not use here any comma or no. Okay. Very easy. Come at 8 o'clock unless I phone you. Hey learners, look at this. Use of since as because. I have written 3 words here. Since, as, because. Do you know what are they? Since, as, because are subordinate conjunction. Okay, they are subordinate conjunction. Look at this here. Do you know the meaning of these words? Since, as, because. The Bengali meaning of these words are Jehetu ba Karon. The Bengali meaning is Jehetu ba Karon. Okay. Generally, since as because we will use before the sentence. At the beginning of the sentence, we will use since as because. Okay. But if these words use between the two sentences, we cannot use any comma. Okay. If we use beginning of the sentence since as because, we must use between the two sentences comma. Okay, bear in mind this. When we will use at the beginning of this sentence since, as, since, we must use between the two sentences comma. Okay, and then we will write a new sentence. Here, look at this. As the weather was very cold. As. What is the meaning of as? Jehetu ba Karon. Jehetu ba Karon. As the weather was very cold, we will make a sentence meaningful. Okay? Or we will write a sentence, suitable sentence. Okay? As the weather was very cold, now we will write a suitable sentence. As the weather was very cold, they did not go out. Okay, as the weather was very cold, they did not go out, or we did not go out. You can write any subject here. We. As the weather was very cold, we did not go out. Okay, and second question. Since it was raining heavily. Since it was raining heavily. If the sentence is past tense, then we will write a sentence, a suitable sentence in past tense. Okay. Since it was raining heavily. Since meaning is যেহেতু বা কারণ. Since it was raining heavily, they couldn't come to me. Okay, such a way we can complete the incomplete sentence. As, since, as, because use before the sentence, we must use between the sentence comma, here comma. Okay, if since, as, because use between the sentence, we will not hear any comma. Okay, now we will fill up this sentence, a suitable sentence, with a suitable sentence. Because it was very costly. Now we will write a sentence. Okay, it was very costly. Because it was very costly, I couldn't or could not. This sentence in the past tense. So we'll write a suitable sentence in past tense. Okay, we could not buy the car. Okay, I could not buy the car because it was very costly. Now this sentence is a meaningful sentence. It has been completed. Okay, such a way you can easily complete this in completing incomplete sentences. Okay, use of since, as, because. It's very easy. You will try to solve at your house. Dear students, if you have any trouble or difficulty to understand my speeches, let me know in comments. I hope you have understood my lecture. Okay, thank you. No more today.